My name is Emma. I am 32 years old. I work in a small office. I have a quiet life. One day, a new boss named Daniel came. He is 40 years old. He is kind and friendly. He smiles a lot. He speaks in a soft voice. He makes everyone feel happy. At first, he was just my boss. I said hello. I smiled. I went back to work. But after some time, I started to feel something. I liked talking to him. I liked hearing his voice. I felt warm when he looked at me. He asked me, "Are you okay today?" I said, "Yes, thank you," but my heart was beating fast. He made me laugh. He remembered small things I said. He stood near me when we talked. I started to think about him at night. I didn't want to, but I couldn't stop. Then one day, I saw his ring. He is married. My heart felt heavy. I was sad. I told myself, you must forget him, but it was too late. I was already in love. I didn't plan this. I didn't want this, but now I think of him every day. I smile at him, I talk to him, but inside I feel pain because I know he is not mine. Every day I see Daniel at work. He walks past my desk. He smiles. He says, "Good morning, Emma." I smile back and say, "Good morning." I try to look normal, but inside my heart is not quiet. He doesn't know my secret. No one knows. I sit in meetings with him. He looks at the screen. I look at his face. I try not to stare, but it's hard. His voice is soft. His words are kind. I feel happy when I hear him talk. One day, he stood close to me, very close. He helped me with my computer. His hand touched mine by mistake. My heart jumped. My face felt hot. He said, "Are you okay?" I smiled and said, "Yes," but I was not okay. I wanted to cry. I know this is wrong. He has a wife. He has a family. He is not free. But love is not always good. Sometimes love hurts. Sometimes it is quiet, like mine. A secret love. A silent love. When I go home, I think about him. I sit alone in my room. I ask myself, why do I feel this way? I don't know the answer. I only know one thing. I can't stop my heart. One Saturday, I went to the park. I wanted fresh air. I wanted to clear my mind. I sat on a bench and watched people walk by. Children played, dogs ran. The sun was warm. I closed my eyes for a moment. Then I heard a voice I knew. Daniel. I opened my eyes. He was there, just a few steps away. But he was not alone. A woman stood next to him. She was smiling. A little boy ran to them. Then a little girl followed. They laughed together. Daniel picked up the girl and kissed her head. That woman was his wife. Those were his children. I froze. My heart felt heavy. I could not move. They looked so happy. They looked like a perfect family. He looked different, not like my boss, but like a husband, like a father. He did not see me. I was glad. I turned my face away and looked at the trees. I wanted to cry, but I held the tears inside. I thought, this is real. He belongs to them, not to me. I sat there for a long time after they left. I felt empty. I felt small. I asked myself again, why did I fall in love with him? But there was no answer. I walked home slowly. That night, I didn't eat. I didn't sleep. I just lay in bed and whispered, "Forget him, Emma. Please forget him." But my heart said, I can't. It was Monday morning. I didn't want to go to work. My heart still felt heavy after seeing Daniel with his family, but I had no choice. I got ready and went to the office. I tried to stay quiet. I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to smile. Then Daniel came to my desk. He looked at me and said, "Emma, are you okay today? You look a little sad." I looked down and said, "I'm just tired." He sat beside me. "You're a good person, Emma. You always help others. You're quiet but strong. You're special." My heart stopped. Special. That word stayed in my head. No one ever called me that before. I smiled, but I was shaking inside. I wanted to tell him everything. I wanted to say, I love you. But I didn't. I couldn't. He smiled at me again, then went back to his office. I sat at my desk, staring at the screen, but I couldn't work. My hands were cold. My heart was too full. That night, I stood in front of the mirror. I looked at myself and said, he thinks I'm special. And then I cried. I cried because I was happy. I cried because I was sad. I cried because I knew he didn't belong to me. And maybe he never would. One day after work, Daniel and I stayed late in the office. We were alone. I wanted to say many things, but I was afraid. He looked at me and smiled. Emma, he said softly, you are important to me. My heart jumped. I looked at him. I felt scared and happy at the same time. I wanted to ask, do you love me? But my mouth was quiet. He spoke again. I am married, but I like you. You make me feel alive. I felt my eyes fill with tears. I didn't know what to say. He said, I don't want to hurt my family, but I can't stop thinking about you. I was confused. I was sad. I was full of hope. I wanted to believe he would leave his family for me, but I knew it was not right. I said, Daniel, I like you too, but you have a family. I don't want to be the reason for pain. He nodded. I understand, he said. We were quiet then. The room felt cold. That moment stayed in my heart. It was both beautiful and painful. I didn't know what the future would bring, but I knew my love was real. After that night, things were different. Daniel and I worked together, but we didn't talk about feelings. We kept a quiet distance. I thought a lot about love and pain. I knew loving a married man was hard. It was full of sadness and secrets. One evening, I sat alone and made a choice. I told myself, Emma, you must be strong. You must love yourself first. I decided to stop hoping Daniel would leave his family. I decided to live my own life, to find happiness without him. It was not easy. Sometimes I still thought about him. Sometimes I still felt my heart break. But I learned something important. Love is not just about holding someone. Love is also about letting go. I started to smile again. I started to dream again. I started to love myself. Daniel will always be in my heart, but now I am free, and I am ready for a new beginning. Dear friends, thank you for watching and listening to this story on English Stories with Alicia. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, love can be hard, but loving yourself is very important. Take care of your heart and believe that happy days will come. If you liked this story, please like the video and share it with your friends. I love reading your comments. Thank you for being here. See you soon in the next story. With love, Alicia. Dear friends, thank you for watching and listening to this story on English Stories with Sam Infinity. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, love can be hard, but loving yourself is very important. Take care of your heart and believe that happy days will come. If you liked this story, please like the video and share it with your friends. I love reading your comments. Thank you for being here. See you soon in the next story. With love, Sam Infinity.